Hi friends, Allison here, dropping in to share some inspiration for Scrapbook Nerd. Today I am playing with Heidi Swapp StoryLine Chapters. I took one of the sheets of pattern paper from the paper pad. It's a really pretty yellow color. And I trimmed just a portion of the paper off of the 12 by 12 sheet. A really great way to stretch your paper and make it go further is to cut strips of it and then layer it behind your layout base if you don't want to use the whole sheet. And that's what I did here. I just wanted some of the pattern paper at the top of the layout base just to highlight the layout a little bit more. I guess I just wanted to bring some attention to the title at the top of the layout. Now I did rely on my Cricut to help me tell the story of this layout. So I used my Cricut in combination with Heidi Swapp because the paper in the pad is not very movie themed. And this is what I was scrapbooking next in my pile of papers, and so I made it work for the story that I was telling. So some of the elements are cut from my Cricut, everything else comes from Heidi Swapp. I did add a little bit of ink spray to the background as well in the same shade as the pattern paper. I had that in my stash and it coordinated really well actually. I was quite pleased with how close the colors were in real life, which was great. I also wanted to add a little bit of shimmer to the title as well. I kind of had old Hollywood in my head as I was creating this, so I was trying to think of colors that would represent that. And then of course, you know, Hollywood is all glitz and glam and that sort of thing, and so that's where the sparkle came from. I just used a shimmer brush that I had in my stash in black and colored it over movie night. So I'm just adding a movie reel projector that I cut from my Cricut over top of the star, and now I'm going to dive into my Heidi Swapp and add some stickers and a few other embellishments from the paper pad to my layout. The paper pad is really great because it's got everything in one pad that you would absolutely need to scrapbook. So you've got some stickers to choose from. I think there's 2 sheets of stickers in the pad. There's cardstock in the pad as well, and there's a few sheets of those all in different colors. And then the rest of the paper pad is pattern papers. It's all one-sided, which is fine. You don't have to fight and grapple with what side of the pattern paper you want to use because they're all fantastic. So that saves you that frustration. And it's like literally fantastic to have everything you need in one package. Pretty great. So I'm super excited to be using this Heidi Swapp paper on this layout. I just realized my tape runner had run out of adhesive, so I had to stop the filming, change the tape, and then get back to crafting. So I'm just adhering my pictures now to some white cardstock just to frame them up a little bit, and then I'll layer them in a column, in a row I guess, across the layout just below the title. Once I've got that done, I add another, like a subtitle beneath the photos and some more stickers from the Heidi Swapp paper pad and stickers. The sticker that I adhered over top of the movie projector, I actually matted on white paper first, just so that I could move it around and give it a little bit more bulk. I find that the products in this paper pad are very thin and kind of flimsy, and so I didn't want things to tear or fall apart. So just to add a little bit more stability, I stuck the sticker on cardstock. Later on in the process, when I add stickers below the title where the subtitle is, I don't do that. I just throw them on the page and continue on with what I'm doing. So right now I'm just looking through the sticker sheets, just trying to find something that would work with my theme. And I'm going to get the subtitle, which is Soda-licious, which I think is so smart. I really like that. Kind of tongue-in-cheek, so I couldn't not use it. And then to drive home the theater aspect, I also cut Soda Pop, which you saw me just adhere a second ago. I'm using my Tombow Mono adhesive to glue the subtitle because it's really thin, and so adhesive from my tape runner wouldn't work. It would kind of make it look gummy and just not very nice. So Tombow Mono to the rescue. I like to use that glue for the more finicky, intricate things in my crafting. It's fantastic glue, and it works on mixed media. So if you have gesso on a layout to do mixed media, it works great on that too. Just make sure you put something heavy on top of whatever you've glued, just to ensure that it adheres and stays put. So now that the subtitle is adhered, I'm going to put the sticker down there, add some hearts around the layout, and then I think I add a little bit of, I might not, add a little bit of journaling. Oh, but before I do that, yes, I do. I actually stopped the recording right now just to get my journaling written, so I could take my time and think about what I wanted to say and then get it written down. Once that was done, I turned the camera back on and complete the layout. Actually, here you can see me starting to draw pencil lines just to mark out where my journaling is going to go. After the journaling has been written, with the journaling pen, I go back and erase those pencil lines with an eraser. And I decide at this point to not add lines with my journaling pen, just because I think it looks neater and cleaner without it. And I'm just going to add a few more stars they're actually diamonds, that were cut with my Cricut, and adhere them with some foam squares, it looks like. And with that, the layout is pretty well done. It's very clean and simple and came together really quickly. Other than at the beginning, it was a bit bumpy because I had another idea that I wanted to run with using a photo strip, but it ended up not working out, which is fine because this ended up being, I think, even better than my first attempt. So here it is. Fusion layout with Heidi Swapp and Cricut. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video. There are some close-ups and still shots of the layout that I created, so I hope you stick around for that and check them out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you felt inspired by the layout that I shared. You can find Heidi Swapp in the shop, and I'll make sure to include the link to the Scrapbook Nerd shop down below in the description box. And I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you guys again very, very soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye, guys.